Montreal, this is Soke on the morning detour, and this morning I'm very happy to be with the very talented Shah Frank from Montreal. Okay, from
Girl.
Montreal. I think it's important to say. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm not gonna lie, I've been bumping to your EP for a little while.
Yes,
You
girl.
know,
Tell me which one is your favorite song?
Stella's Heart is my favorite.
Yes, I'm
Cause
happy.
also your sister has been sending me your music, so I'm like,
I
I
know.
know. I love it. I love it.
Thank you
Very
so much.
happy to
Very
have you on the
appreciated.
show today. I guess we can start with who are you? Because I think, I think when we have artists in Montreal, we like to know who they, because it feels like it's close, it's close
Yeah.
to us, it's Montreal. So who are you? What's your story? Who is Shah Frank?
Who is Shaw Frank? My God, Shaw Frank was Aisha, then Aisha Frank, now just Shaw Frank, R&B singer, songwriter. Also wrote, all of my songs on the EP. Um, I I say R&B, but I like, it's just to put a label on it. But truthfully, there's like many different genres in the same project right there. Because I just don't believe that artists should be limited to like just one type of music. Oh, this is
Mm.
what you do, right? It's like no, I'm not just one type of person. But yeah. So I don't know. That's like such a hard question. It's like tell me about you.
It's not really tell me. It's really like you said, you changed multiple times of names over the course
Yeah.
of, I guess your career. So when I say who are you is as an artist, I guess, how do you want to be presented to the world? What is the impression that you want to give to people?
Honestly, I just want people to feel like I'm giving a part of me on my music. When they listen to it, I just want them to feel like I'm right there in their ears singing to them. Having people feel good when they listen to my music,
Mm-hmm.
and also enjoy it. It's yeah. I mean, yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think they will enjoy it, and I think they have been enjoying it for the feedback that I've seen so far.
Oh, definitely,
I
it's
know I
great.
love it. So
Thank you, thank you.
Actually, you mentioned R&B because you said you wanted to, I guess, give it a genre or a name. That was one of the questions. Like you said, people like to categorize artists
Yeah.
by, genre of music. How would you describe your sound? Doesn't have to be just one thing. How would you describe it? What are the influences?
Influences, it goes from Aaliyah, TLC to like artists that we grew up with, Whitney Houston. We're talking also like, well, I grew up with um Michael. There's a lot of also, I'm Haitian, so there's a lot of that in there. There's an influence, whether it's in my voice, and then there's also um this, how do you call it again? It's Euro pop.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like everything that's like snap related or black box, or it's just like there's this thing that comes and get me. So I like to describe my music as like, not as R&B, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
contemporary R&B. So you have
Contemporary
yeah,
R&B.
you have different elements in there that adds on top of what R&B is.
I think that's nice that you're not, limiting to just one genre. I think I like artists that are able to, like kind of like take from different influences. I think the public likes that because we've seen that a lot recently.
Yeah.
I think this is good. Actually, your project Solaris Story dropped recently.
Two weeks.
Yes, and listen,
2 weeks.
it's been on repeat on my rotation. We've actually played some songs on the morning detour, because
Yes.
gotta push up our Montreal artists. So
Thank
how
you.
long did you work on that project for? How long did it take you to complete that?
So it took a year, not just to record, but like, so to record the songs, probably around like 6 months or so. And then, to get the whole project going, to have like the visuals, to have like, a concept, the branding and everything, it actually took a whole year
A whole year.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's a real nice project.
Thank you.
Like I said, favorite song, Stella's Heart.
Toot,
And
toot,
the
toot, toot,
name,
toot.
yep, is just stuck in my head. And the name of the project is Stellaria's Story. Who is Stella and what's
So,
Stellaria's story?
okay, so two things. So there's Stellaria story. Stellaria is Latin for the French word stellaire, which
Hmm.
is on your way to on your journey or on the road towards the stars.
Okay.
And it's like basically like it was based off the Cinderella story. A
Mm.
Stellaria story is a Cinderella story, and Stella is me. Um,
Okay.
so it's like, when you take an artist or a human being that starts from point A all the way to point Z, where you have to be like, who you want to become, to face who you truly are and not lie to yourself, and just like, embrace the total person that you are, like
Yeah.
the good, the bad, the ugly. It's just like, yo, this is who you are. Just, embrace it. Stop trying to be someone that you're not. And when it comes to Stella, Stella is me. Stella is that the woman in A Streetcar Named Desire, which is one of my favorite books, plays. It just had a whole impact on me when we read that in high school. So yeah, so Stella is me, but it's like a better version of who I used to be.
Nice. I like that explanation. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I know you had a Facebook Live recently. You had a
Yes.
whole
Did you
performance.
watch it?
I watched a part of it. I couldn't watch the whole thing. I
Hmm.
watched a part of it. How was the experience for you? How is it, being that we're in the whole pandemic right now,
Yeah.
how is it having to do this in such a weird environment, weird vibe, I would say?
You have to be creative. You have to be creative. And I feel like, as artists, we are doing a great job. Even like medias, like you guys, no, you didn't stop because COVID, right? It's like we'll find a new way to make it happen. And I think, for artists that are, especially artists that are beginning,
Yeah.
like me, it's the greatest moment for to launch your career, because like everybody is on the internet, everybody's looking for something to do. So it's just like you can't stop now. You have to take time for yourself, of course. I think 2020 is the year of growth, and self, getting to know yourself. But when it comes to music, it was just like the perfect timing. It's stressful, but we're making it happen.
So I'm guessing you're really happy of how everything came together and
Oh
how you
yeah.
were able to. I think
Yeah.
that's good. And like you said, I think people have been very creative when it comes to finding solutions to put their art
Mm-hmm.
outside of their houses and outside of wherever, because everybody's just confined, but we're still putting content out on
You
platforms. So I
have
think
to,
that's,
man. You have to keep your brain occupied.
yeah, definitely. I think that's very good. Um, the Montreal scene is pretty good, I especially
Yes.
this past. I feel like the pandemic has helped a lot of people putting out their
Right?
content. Um, on the Montreal scene right now, who would you like to work with? Whether it's a producer, a singer, rapper, whoever, who would you like to collab with?
Montreal scene. I would love to collab with I'm gonna say it's Keitra Nada.
Yeah, that.
He just got nominated, I mean, for 2 Grammys. But I mean, it would be great. It would be great.
Yeah, I think Keitra is. Yeah, Keitra is that one person from Montreal where everybody's just like, yeah, and he's very talented. Before I even
Definitely.
moved here, I loved what he was doing with his music. So
Hmm.
I think that's a good choice. I think that's a good choice. Maybe you need to, make that happen.
Well, girl, I mean, why do you think I'm saying this? We're working on it. Working on it.
Yeah, I think it's good putting things in the universe,
You'll speak it into existence, because it's
Exactly.
gonna happen.
Exactly. One thing I wanted to talk about, so like you mentioned the Grammys,
Yeah.
there was the Grammys apparently snubbed a lot of people this year. A lot of artists are not happy about the
Keyword
nom.
is apparently,
Yes, exactly. Apparently,
allegedly.
allegedly. So a lot of artists are not happy with the nominations or the people that were announced for nominations.
Hmm.
And one of that person was Sienna Taylor, who made a comment when it came to the R&B album category, in
Hmm.
which there was no women R&B singer in that category. She was saying that there's a lack of representation of women in that specific category, when you know that 2020 has been a year where it's pretty much has been filled with women R&B. So how do you feel about that?
I feel like at my level, I don't. how can I say this? It's like when you think about how hard they've worked this year, like Tiana Taylor, we're talking her, we're talking oh snap, uh Summer Walker.
Summer Walker, yes.
I was like, how
Summer
can I
Walker.
forget?
Summer Walker for sure.
So it's just like I feel like it's it's such it's really weird. It's like you just have to question yourself, you know, what's happening? Like what happened? Was there like a glitch? Was like I don't even know what to say. It's like
Yeah.
it feels so weird, and it's just like it's scary at the same time because like when you see that and they're at their level and you're like I'm just getting started, and you know how like the Grammys has like this prestige, and
Yeah.
it's just like once you get into that Grammy club, it's like you're
Yeah.
it's not that you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
And having Keitra being nominated as well, it's just like it's such a huge accomplishment. So to not have these artists, these great artists being represented, to me it's scary because like when I get to that level, and I mean, we're not doing what we're doing to be like to get that Grammy or to
Yeah.
get an award. That's not what we're doing music for. But it's fun to be recognized and to be highly recognized to that level. So to what I can say is just it's scary to me because I'm like, is not about my talent now. It's not about how great my year has been. Like, what does it take? So that's like where my mind is at right now.
Yeah. Now I definitely see what you're saying. I feel like the conversation over the past few years over award ceremonies as a whole, a lot of people are questioning if we should give award ceremonies that much energy. You know what I mean? Is it really worth it? Is it that important? Do you feel like awards should still hold that specific place that we give them when we've seen, whether it's music or movies or things like this, that it's not necessarily representative of what the public is saying?
I feel like it's a dual feeling because we grew up on having that, like on having this like drilled into our mind. It's like this is the highest accomplishment, having your Oscar, having being the first Black woman, let's say having her Oscar, being winning 8 Grammys like Lizzo did last year, or 9 Grammys like Lauryn Hill did, with the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. So it's just like I feel like for our generation, like, the way we grew up was like, oh my God, the Grammys, oh my God, the Oscars, oh my God, she won, oh my God. So it's just like, I feel like there's a switch happening because there's so many great talents out there. And truth is, not everyone is going to be recognized. Not everyone is going to be, compensated for rewarded, for their work. But at the same time, it's just like, we need to it's like, stop searching for that validation. But at the same time, it's like, Mom, I want a Grammy.
It's like, I want to be, right? You're right.
So it's just like, I feel like it's like, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I definitely see
it's hard to say. It's hard to say is what
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
They do have that prestige that we've known about, and it's just I guess it's very hard to like stay away from that. Last question is the morning detour question.
Tell
me. The morning detour question. Okay, so just let me give it a little bit of context. Okay. The Earth is dying. Okay.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I know. Every time. So okay. the Earth is dying. We know that. I guess the Earth is overpopulated. Elon Musk is out here actively with his team working on projects to actually send humans on Mars, to establish the human colony on Mars by 2050. So this is actually happening. It's not like a movie or anything.
I know, it's just the way you started your question.
I know.
It's like so hard. I'm like, whoa, this is the morning detour? Okay.
Yes.
Let me pay attention.
So pretty much this is the context. Now, what we're saying at the morning detour is, you know what? We're gonna go to Mars. We're gonna take a whole part of Mars. We're going to call it Marfrica. I think it was Steve Daniels that came on the show once, and it was like, you know what, we're going to call it Marfrica. That's our own continent on Mars for Black people and all minorities, for people to be, everything is going to be out there. Beautiful people.
Yes.
Going to Mars takes a lot of time. So Weezy was saying, we'll set up a rest stop in between because, it's a long time. So you go to the rest stop.
Do you know how long it is?
I think, is it 2 weeks? No, more than 2 weeks. I have to check actually. I think we need to fact check this. I don't remember exactly, but pretty much there's a rest stop. You get to the rest stop. There's Caribbean and African food, everything you want. There's the music that you want in the shuttle that is going to Mars. You know, everything is good. Now the question is, are you a part of the people that choose to come to Mars with us, or are you a part of the people that want to take their chances and stay on Earth?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm all about getting out of your comfort zone, so I'm gonna go to Mars.
Okay,
I'm not even gonna think this through. I'm like, get me out of my comfort zone.
I like the answer. A lot of people said no. A lot of people wanted to stay on Earth, and I'm like, just explore.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, a lot of people want to take their chances on Earth, and I'm like, you don't want to go see what's on Mars? Like,
exactly,
I want to see.
Because as human beings, we're so curious. Like, our curiosity, like, I would have thought, like, most people would have, answered Mars, go to Mars.
Yeah, no, it's not a lot of us.
What about you? I mean, I'm guessing you.
I'm going. Okay. No, I'm going.
We're going. We're
definitely
going.
Yes.
You, me, and my sister. We're going.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely going. Definitely. Again, thank you so much for being with us on the show. If you could plug your social media, tell where people should follow you, what music they should listen to, what they can expect from you in the future. You know, we want to know everything.
So let me tell you everything. So you can follow me at Shah Frank, Facebook, Instagram, more Instagram, but like Facebook is still out there. Don't have a Twitter account yet because I'm still trying to figure my life around everything that's happening right now. Oh, that's my dad. Papi. Well, that ends the interview well. So, and yeah, stream my music on Spotify, iTunes, all the streaming platforms. If you can tell me which one is your favorite, I know yours is Stella's Heart, but let me know. You guys don't hesitate. I answer to my DMs as much as I can. So hit me up, tell me, yo, this track is fire, this track, blah, blah. So yeah, Shah Frank, at Shah Frank.
Okay, well, everybody, thank you for listening to the show. Thank you, Shah Frank, again.
Thank you for having me.
For the interview, and we'll post everything on our social media. This was Soke on the Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.